Ramblin' man, back on the road. Back on the road. So I went back and downloaded the footage I recorded. I didn't do anything with it other than scan it, make sure the mics were working, and generally I was okay with the framing. I go back and forth about wanting and wishing that camera was just slightly to the left or the right, but I don't see a way to really do that with the current mounting system. And that was true on the GoPro, and it's true on this one. It's kind of locked into where it is, and I don't really want to add more joints to the locks. It seemed like you could see more of this arm than the left side, even though I tried to get it as centered as possible when I put the stickies on there. You'll note that I moved this remote was over here to this spot. I figure it's more likely that I'll be messing with it with my left hand rather than my right at stop signs, stoplights and such. If I have my left hand holding the clutch, I would be doing it more with the right hand probably. But if I'm riding, it's probably more the left hand, as the right hand's holding the throttle. I did discover that one button is to take photographs, as I thought. One is to mark footage, but in all honesty, I don't know how it marks it or what it does. I imagine if I opened all this on my phone, somewhere it's marked with a yellow. I don't know if it protects it from getting deleted or not. I'm gonna have to look into what that does. I've never used that feature on the GoPro either. I just edit all my footage. There's times I wish I could quickly find one spot I had marked. I'm gonna set a reminder to myself right now to look into that. I don't know about you guys, but I love the Siri reminder list, and I've got a list that I will leave this earth before that list is complete. There's just things I want to do, or reminders of things to explore, read, figure out, and it's good to have them to go through it. I did set this to, well, that's interesting because I touched it once. So I had set it to automatically time out even during recording, so that it wasn't on all the time. And when I tested this in the driveway right before I pulled out, it worked. And when I touched it, it woke up. And now it's not going out. Well, all the screens went away. No, screens came back when you press. One great thing about this little thing is that I've often commented that if the thing stopped recording, I would have no way to know. That was true with the GoPro. That's why you'll see me do this. I'm looking to see if it's still recording. But at least this, I can look down and see that red is still going. The GoPro had these oddities where it was blinking red that it was recording, and you'd get somewhere or go to process and realize the camera's just stuck, that it had been blinking for an hour but not recording anything. Could be an SD card issue, who knows. The only way to solve it was to pull the battery out, let it detox, and kind of restart. And I've formatted and reformatted and followed all the rules. So that's how I ended up with this camera. But once I've got the position on the camera, on the helmet, I don't tend to change it. And I love the fact that on this you don't have to unscrew it all to replace the battery. I'm going to show you guys if this works as intended. I'll take some of the GPS graphics and show you that you can change the look. So you've been seeing look number 1. They have 2 other options. They have this one, and then they have this one. And you can also change the rotation, and you can also change the colors. Hey guys, I'm just recording this last part sitting at home in my chair, and I'm just showing this video footage so you can watch kind of how this GPS stuff works. The reason I'm recording this additional part is to let you know I decided to return the GPS part of this unit. I've already boxed it up and dropped it off for the return. And the reason being is, one, I never used this GPS stuff before when I had the capability with the GoPro. And I still have the GoPro, and I could probably learn how to do it if I wanted to bad enough. I just found this way too clunky. You know, it was kind of neat to have the little remote there sitting on the handlebar, but it's, to me, too expensive for what it is. I think it was like $150, maybe $175 for that little part, and the editing is just way too slow and clunky for longer videos. You know, I think if you were doing something that was 1 or 2 minutes long for a quick clip, that's one thing. But when you're splicing up a video with where you're talking and wanting to skip parts of hours of a trip and cut it into small bites, unless there's some secret that I haven't figured out to their software, but I don't think it is. I think it just is what it is. It's kind of clunky. It's kind of neat for a little bit, and then I think nobody's really paying attention to most of the things. And anyhow, I just wanted to do this demo just so you could see what it looks like. Again, this is the Insta Ace Pro. I love the camera, and I'm going to keep the camera, and I'm going to practice some settings, changing the colors and the color settings and the view settings. I've got a lot to learn on that. I'll try to watch other YouTube videos. I'm sure other people have already been down this path, but I am going to return this GPS unit. Thanks for watching.